Welcome to episode 7 of this series. Last week we ended strongly, beating, I believe, the Buccaneers. Yeah, the Buccaneers, and we lost to the Ravens in the first game, but it was a game we shouldn't have lost. Today is revenge time, but not only that, one thing as well is we are second in the division. Playoffs still technically possible. We're 4-6, so let's not get our hopes up. But if we end up on top of the division, our record obviously is irrelevant. We're going to make it into the playoffs, so we need to do better than the Bengals, which right now is possible. I would like to start strong, end strong, get 2 wins this week. More importantly, this is the Thanksgiving game, and Lamar Jackson would love to be the guy sat there at the end of the game eating the turkey leg with the guys from NFL Network, and we're going to see if we can make that happen. It's revenge time against the Ravens. They came to us and beat us. We're going to go to them and beat them if luck is on our side today. So our challenges for this week are red zone percentage, 75%. Rush for 10 yards, score 2 touchdowns. I think we can do it, at least the second 2. We struggled the last time with a 75% touchdown in the red zone. Actually ended up being a pretty bad game. We're not going to, try and push specifically for that, but I think we can do that if we just play our game right. So the Ravens started with 3 points. That's what our defense held them to, so that's pretty good. We're looking at a run here. I think we'll do it. Obviously, we don't really like to run out of normal formations. Doesn't go as well, but 2 yards, we'll have to take it. Second play of the game, and we're going to pass, and Coleman is there. Somehow makes that catch, even though it was very oddly thrown. Nice play from him, not from the quarterback. So off we jump into the option game. Yeah, let's do it. There you go. There you go, McCaffrey. Look at that big old hole and the first down. Let's see what we get here. Trouble. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's big trouble. We're a rookie, we make mistakes, we throw interceptions, but if we can make up for it on this drive, which hopefully we might be able to, and another nice run from McCaffrey, not a first down this time, but big pickup again, like 8 yards. I was going to go deep, but then I realized actually what we need is to get into field goal range, and that's not field goal range, so I might as well have tried to go deep. Come on then. What have we got? Coleman, we've got Coleman. And the catch on the sideline stays in bounds. We're in field goal range, so if we don't turn over the ball, we're at least going to score some points here. Emphasis on if we don't turn over the ball. The valve is open though. Can he get the first down? No, just short. We're still in field goal range. Just don't turn the ball over on third down. We'll rather take... Well, we won't take a sack here, but we'd rather take... Go! Why isn't he moving? Luckily, he's quick enough to make up for it. Flipping heck. He just didn't move. Really got away with one there. Almost took a sack. Then finally he started sprinting and managed to pick up the first down, but it was cutting it close. Barnage underneath. It's not Barnage, but it's a first down by the looks of it. Or if not very short. No, it's a first down. First and goal. Let's go. Alright, what do we have here? What do we have here? We have me. Oh, come on, that's it. That is a touchdown. I was about to complain about the fact that, once again, the receiver didn't block for us. Didn't need it. Roll off the contact, in for the touchdown. I have no idea what happened here. So we get 7 points, and for whatever reason, we have the ball back on the 6-yard line. I don't know if it was a turnover from the kickoff or a turnover, from the defense. I think it must have been from the kickoff. Figure it must, and I think we can rush in for a second touchdown. That was easy. 2 in a row. Just like that. And all of a sudden, we're taking a lead here on Thanksgiving against these Ravens. A final run just to run out the clock. Can you do something interesting on it? You picked up some yards. We'll take it. We're doing well in this game. 14-6 at halftime. So the question is now, what I would like on a personal level... I'll run into this. I'm stupid. On a personal level, look at that. Oh my, what a great decision to run into that. Look, he might just go all the way. 75 yards for the touchdown. Christian McCaffrey about to score a huge touchdown to start this second half. What a day here on Thanksgiving against these Ravens that just beat us. Christian McCaffrey rips it wide open. I mean, the only person catching up to him was us. Just right behind him there. Eric Weddle coming in too late. What a great touchdown. What I was going to say is, before that happened, was I hope now we've got 2 rushing touchdowns. On a personal level, I would love to get, 2-3 passing touchdowns and have a real good game going on. But to be honest, I think today's Christian McCaffrey's day. And we're going to keep feeding him Okay, no, we're not, because that's Duke Johnson Jr. We're going to keep throwing the ball. Here we go. We've got a chance here with Coleman on the outside. If he can beat the coverage. Can he beat the coverage? No, but let's see if he can beat him for speed. More down the field. Nope, he was... Oh, my Lord! What is going on today? This is insane. I thought he was completely beaten. To be honest, he was completely beaten for speed. Somehow is the man that came up with the catch for the touchdown. We are ripping the Ravens apart. Corey Coleman, 54-yard touchdown catch. This is insane. They're going to give us another chance on the exact same play. I mean, this time I'm going to be careful because Corey Coleman actually was beaten for speed. If he beats the man off the line, it's all right, but he didn't. But this time we've got a giant, wide open running lane for us here. We're just going to run out of bounds before the contact comes. I don't know how many yards that was, but we are killing them today. They keep giving us this cover one, which to be fair is actually quite good on the outsides. Obviously has been working for them. We can't, call them out on it, but we're in some trouble here. There's a wide open receiver there. Can Barnage take it for the first down? And he fights for it. Today, what has happened? I think that one win against the Buccaneers where we did really play well. With Corey Coleman back on the team, last week we won the game. First game he was back. This has been insane. I mean, just look at what we are achieving today. Everybody just getting everything. Pryor hasn't done anything today yet. Actually, I think that was his first catch. 75% red zone touchdown percentage at risk here if we don't get a first down and do something. DeValve is open. Can he get up for the first? No, he doesn't get up for the first down because he gets up for the touchdown. Today is the craziest day potentially in Cleveland Browns history. Okay, that of course was an over-exaggeration. Not actually in Cleveland Browns history because they got their history back after they re-established themselves. But in modern Cleveland Browns history, this is about as good as it gets. But to hold the Ravens to 6 points all day today so far, very impressive from the defense. To be honest, I don't know who's on the offense, so it might actually just be a half-decent job. But Corey Coleman, man, that man... Oh, no, and there we go. Did anybody see that coming? You can't be that surprised. Corey Coleman, tearing them apart, gets injured. This defense was ranked 8th in the league today, and we have got almost 400 total yards on them. Run with Christian McCaffrey for the first down. Thought it would have been a little bit more, thought it could be a bit more, but it's just the first down, no touchdown on that one. I have no idea how many touchdowns we've scored in the red zone. I think it's been 3, which means even if we don't get one here, and then, well, can we get him down? Yes, we do. That's been an issue for McCaffrey, in all honesty. I don't know what his carrying is. I thought it was decent, but apparently he has got a problem with fumbling. So we're running the clock out, running the ball. Christian McCaffrey picking up first downs. No, I thought, no, and another fumble. Christian McCaffrey, you've got to start holding on to the ball. I thought he might go for another touchdown. Instead, he fumbles the ball. It's always when he gets caught from behind. That's when balls come. To be fair, he recovered it himself. So if we pick up 50 yards, we'll have 100 yards rushing. And we definitely have... No, why are you sending me that way? Why am I throwing that? No, everything just went wrong. Oh, that was just stupid. Stop moving me. I don't want the computer to make any moves for me. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. What an insane day. Lamar Jackson gets to enjoy a good old turkey leg. Although he did throw 2 interceptions. Although, to be fair... That play, I played it again one time afterwards, which I will have included hopefully, although I don't know if I spoke over it at that point, I was just running out the clock. But honestly, the time I threw that interception, it pulled me to the right, as in when I was trying to go left, and then I made the bad decision of just throwing the ball. I did it the second time, and any other time I've used that play, it doesn't pull you to the right. So for whatever reason it did that, annoyingly, it was just a ridiculous play that crumbled apart at the seams. It was the only blemish, to be honest, today. I mean, we did throw another interception, but that one was just straight up, as you do. 234 yards, 70% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, which is an annoying blemish on the record. Christian McCaffrey, 145 yards and a touchdown. That one, of course, went for 75, but 2 fumbles. We didn't go 200, 100, annoyingly. We went 200 and whatever and 63. It wasn't even 300 total yards for us. We just missed out on that, I think because we started trying too hard to get it in the end. Receiving, Corey Coleman went off and then got injured, but it was a great day for receivers all around. His insane touchdown catch was, well, like I said, it was insane. Let's take a look at the defense. 2 sacks for Ryan Anderson, 1 sack for Danny Shelton, an interception for Cornelius Maxey, and a forced fumble for Emmanuel Ogba. They didn't do badly today whatsoever, this defense. So very, very happy with that result. Let's move on to next week, and while it's the Broncos, let's see how good they are 2 years in the future. So this week we play the Broncos, and they are coming to us. If we win this game, and the Bengals lose their game, and they are playing the Lumberjacks away from home. So I don't know, we lost to them I think, but then again we lost to most people to begin the season. Oh no, if they lose that one actually we'll be ahead of them because we'll be above them with our record. So it's actually a big week this week, potentially. It all depends on whether they win or lose. But all we can do is play the Broncos, beat the Broncos, hopefully. Well, no, that's all we can do to be first in the division. I think we might do alright as long as Corey Coleman's not injured. Let's check on that right now. Corey Coleman is not injured. It was just for the game. We're alright. We've got the full strength team out there. Christian McCaffrey coming off a crazy week. Could do with fumbling a little bit less. Lamar Jackson could do with throwing a couple less interceptions. Corey Coleman just needs to keep doing what Corey Coleman does and maybe get injured a little bit less. Let's play this game, and I really am confident going into this one. Not just confident, I'm just very happy with how the team looks right now. Defensive line, I don't hate as much at the moment. Running game is good. Let's get into it. So the goals this week, 125 rushing yards for the team, 75% completion percentage, no turnovers. Can we do that bottom one? I would love to. You know what, let's play a real conservative game in that regard and see if we can finally, I think, have a game where we just don't throw an interception. So the Broncos went straight down for 3. What can we get going today? So it is a very familiar looking defense, but the big thing is no Von Miller today. He is injured. Von Miller on the team still, but he's injured. You know what we don't do actually, and to be fair, that's our fault. We don't run outside runs very often out of these normal formations. No wonder he doesn't pick up many yards because we're sending him inside all the time, and he picked up 5 on that one. 2nd and 10. Let's see what's there. There was something there. That's it. Wide open there. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that flag is, but Butler goes into the end zone. Is it going to stand? I have no idea what that flag was. It came at a pretty suspect time. It was either roughing the passer or holding. It was roughing the passer, which means, of course, we decline. We would like the touchdown, please. And what a play that ended up being from Butler. A man, I don't look for because I can't trust his hands. Goes in for the touchdown, and he was wide open. So the score is 7-3. The defense gets us the ball back without allowing any more points. And they're going to look like this, are they? Let's see. Obviously, got to be careful with these cornerbacks. They're going to be all over our receivers. But not this time. Might have overthrown him. No, we did not. Corey Coleman with the catch against Aqib Talib. Manages to beat him for speed. Now I'm just turning into a rapper, and I'm sounding pretty dapper. Look at that huge separation there for Corey Coleman. Just slightly overthrew him. 3rd and 12 now. 3rd and 12. And look at that. Don't leave me here. You don't want to be doing that. And we pick up the first down with a 15-yard rush. Let's not throw an interception here is all I can say. There he is, open, easy read. Get in, get in, get in for the touchdown. Is that it? No, it's just short. And it was Butler again. The man doing the most today right now is our 4th string receiver, I believe, Butler. We're going for a bootleg here, which obviously should work in our favor. Not if that happens. So the Broncos after that, we of course kicked a field goal. They went down, scored a touchdown. We're all tied up right now. We're going to run straight into this. What can McCaffrey get for us? It was better if you wouldn't have spun. So 3rd and 15. Obviously stating the obvious, but we love a first down here. Not just for, the general case of first downs are nice, but because... Yes, look at that! Corey Coleman, you are the man! My point was because with a first down, we basically put them in a situation where they probably can't score again, at the very least. Could be interesting. Could be very interesting. Oh no. To be fair, he took a big hit, but it was only a matter of time before Butler didn't catch it. Trying to look in 2 places at once. That was bad. Corey Coleman. That was not an interception. No way. Let's watch this, because I swear he caught this the most... Oh, come on. Get out of town. If you're going to take the ball from us, come up with something that, somehow closely resembles what we are used to in the real world here. That was not it. Corey Coleman, go make up for that interception. Not that it was his fault, by the way. Just, get some nice yards. So that's it for the first half. Score 10-10. A stupid interception, which, to be fair, I knew it was wrong to throw. But, you know, he defied some laws that we thought we were aware of to do with physics to get that.
And now a quick summary of the second half.
No, why? What is it with this game always zooming out so I can't? Come on, Barnage, move. Either get off the field or block somebody. Talk about not blocking. Why? Why do that? Okay. Apparently they're playing a cover 0. If Coleman can get off his man. No, he can't. Oh, but there was a flag there holding on Pryor. I just wanted to throw to him there. Absolutely 100% holding on Pryor. See? So that gives us a nice first down when I wasn't really expecting one. Barnage is open. That gives us another possible first down. Okay, McCaffrey, it's 2nd and inches. If you don't get a first down here, then, you know, you don't get the ball ever again. However, you actually picked up over 10 yards. Would have been a first down regardless of the distance. Good job. And that's how you get the ball again. You run well, but to be fair... Oh, wow, look at that. Actually picking up yards now. Here we are on the edge of the end zone. Butler's out there. To be fair, I thought that was Huff that was out there. But no, it's Butler. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no. That was my fault. Oh no, I didn't see the time. I just lost the game. Why do I never look at the clock? That was me. That was all me. Oh man. There's no point looking at anything. I'm such an idiot. Myles Garrett had 11 tackles today, 3.5 sacks. That is insane. Tracy Howard had an interception, and Jamie Collins had a forced fumble. Everybody did well today except for me. Personally me. Not even player me. Actual me sat here being an idiot, never looking at the clock. The Bengals also lost that game. So if we'd won it, we would be first in the division now. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun, that's the problem. I was having too much fun to pay attention. The one thing I can say, next week we'll be playing the 2-10 Colts. Aware of my own stupidity, so hopefully I won't mess up in that regard. Myles Garrett last week won AFC Player of the Week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, which you can't be surprised by with 11 tackles and 3.5 sacks. I just can't believe we would be first in the division now if I ever just kept an eye on the clock. To be fair, not that it would have really changed what I've done. Obviously, it was stupidity not to slide, and if I was aware of down and distance and clock and everything, I probably would have tried to slide, obviously. I'm just so mad because it was me.